Hey everyone, I'm Ferazel and welcome to Still sleeping. It's nighttime and I'm resting. It's a morning for work, but I'm still resting and dreaming of sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and lots of other things. And you know, it's just blissful sleep without a care. And then suddenly I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing, and I'll just wake up because that's my alarm. And it is at like full volume at like 6 a.m. And then I have to do the friggin' like slap my entire body all the way. Like I flip my body over because my alarm is on the other side of the bed. Do like a super sit up. And basically I have to like jump up, do like a vertical 180 basically. And then I have to like turn off the alarm by pushing this tiny button. And in wintertime it is awful because it's dark and you don't see which button you're supposed to push. And then sometimes accidentally you push the wrong button. And then when you push the wrong button the next day the alarm won't go off. And then you'll like miss your alarm, which is awful. But I pushed the right button, alarm goes off, and that alarm was like way too long. And that was awful. So basically I turn around and you're like, okay, you're awake, you know, you woke up, you like basically brought your body all the way to the other side of the bed, so getting out of bed should be no problem. But no, I have to turn around again, because on the other side, where my head usually is on the bed, that's where my sweater and my pants are, and I have to obviously grab those, because I'm not going to go out of the house without them. So, and also, it's cold, you know, the air is cold, and I don't want to get out of bed all cold, so I grab those. But then suddenly, you know, I'm in this nice position where, you know, my head is at the pillow, my feet are where it's supposed to be. I'm like, you know, I could just stay like this and go back to sleep. I could really just go back to sleep, you know, and then and no, I can't fall asleep. And then basically I'm like, okay, I gotta get up. You know, it's so tempting because you're in this position where you can just go back straight to sleep, but no, you can't because you have to go to work. So that's what happens there. And then I grab everything I need, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't have like stayed up till 2 a.m. yesterday. And then you're like super tired and like, I gotta go to work because work is so hard, guys. And yeah, I shouldn't have stayed up till 2 a.m. And then I'm like looking around in the kitchen for food. It's like, I'm hungry. You know, I'm not super hungry, but you know, you need your breakfast. Breakfast is healthy. You know, there's some cereal, but I'm not a fan of like dried fruits. It has like, my cereal has like dried fruits in it, and I'm not a fan of dried fruit. I think it has like dried cranberries and dried raisins in it, but otherwise it's like a really healthy cereal. So sometimes I'll eat it, but sometimes I just can't take the dried fruits because I'm just not a fan of that. And my stomach is, you know, it's a morning stomach, especially if you didn't sleep a lot because you went to bed at 2 a.m. It's like, I know I'm not really getting to the work part yet, but you know, I'm building it up. And yeah, so I get my breakfast if I can. Today I had this a nice bread with like ham and bread with cheese, which is not usually what I eat, but you know, there we go. I had that, and then yeah, after I look for food, which yeah, my stomach can't really handle it if I didn't sleep very much, but there we go. I go, you know, wash my face, wash my hair, showered the evening before because I'm too lazy to do it in the morning. So there we go. I got my hair, you know. I put some water on it and I spike it up, and I don't even use gel, guys, because it's so cool, and I don't even need like a brush or anything. It's so cool. I can just do it with my hands. Never need a brush in my life again, which is awesome. So there we go. I do my hair, I do my face, and then like change clothes. And what else? Yeah, then I kind of have to awkwardly wait for the time to go past, because sometimes I'll be like, oh no, I gotta get going, but sometimes I'll be done already. You know, if I eat cereal, for example, that goes pretty fast, and then I did my hair and face, and then I'm like ready to go, and then I have to wait, because if I go too early, then I'll be there too early, and first of all, I have to work longer, which I don't like, and my boss will be like, oh, you didn't have to come this early, and then I feel awkward and everything, and that's just not good. So I don't want to be early to work, but I also don't want to be late, so I have to leave it like a specific time. That's what, oh, my pop filter, please, no. I just have to leave it at a specific time. So I do that, and after all this awkward waiting, I get going. I get going to work, and yeah, sometimes I'll buy like a little, if I don't eat something at home, I'll buy like a little breakfast at the bakery or something with money I don't have. But you know, there we go. So I eat some kind of pastry or something with, I don't know, in German it's called Topfen. It's sort of like cream cheese, but not really. And that'll be like in some kind of pastry, or I'll eat something else. Don't know. I can't remember what I eat. But anyway, wow, we're like 5 minutes in, and I'm just talking about like food and how I get up, and we're not even at work yet. But anyway, I'll get to work. I'm finally there. you know, I get out of the tram and the streetcar and everything, underground tram. I get out, you know, I walk a little bit. I'm at work, walk up the stairs. Sometimes take the elevator because, you know, I'm lazy and I'm tired, okay? And I get there and I check in with my boss because basically what I have to do there is I have to check in with the boss. And this boss, guys, this is a whole nother story, but this boss is like, I don't know, but he's like, sometimes he's like really nice, you know, he's like, oh, okay. And sometimes he gets like really strict and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's another story. And basically I get there, check in like, Guten Morgen. And then, you know, I sign my name and put the date on because he was too lazy to put the date on himself. And there we go. Now I walk over to my office, you know, my office in quotation marks, because it's not really an office, it's more like a shared office. It's more like a lobby. And this lobby, like, I'm sharing this lobby with a whole bunch of like paramedics. I'm not a paramedic, but this is like a paramedic lobby where everyone there waits to have, you know, their phone calls of like, I don't know, emergency, and then they go there and everything. But that's where they wait, you know. And there's like a TV, a computer, a couch, and what else? It's just like there's chairs and everything. And there'll usually be like 4 or 5 paramedics there in the morning and everything, waiting for their shifts and everything. I get to use the equipment even, you know, there's a computer and there's TV and everything, and yeah, I get to use the equipment, which is awesome. But my job, basically, until I'm done with it, and this is, I'll explain how I got this job, which is a temporary job later, but my job is to sit around, be there, and do absolutely nothing. I have to be ready in case they need my help with something, which is like never. But I just kind of have to be there and do nothing, which sounds like a great job. You know, guys like, oh, Ferazel, why can't I have that job? That's so cool. You know, I'm stuck in school. I got to do homework and everything. And like, I'm not complaining or anything, but this job does kind of suck because, first of all, you feel like you're doing nothing with your life. You're just sitting there watching TV or on the computer or reading or whatever. I haven't done very much reading, but you know, you don't feel productive. And also, I'm tired in the morning, so I'll have to like sleep in the chair or something. And the cool thing is the boss never comes in the room, so you can like do whatever or whatever. But there's also paramedics in the room and everything. So basically, I get to use the equipment, which is awesome. But like the computer and the TV and everything, the job still sucks though. You guys might think, okay, this is a cool job, but first of all, I don't think I'm getting paid for this month. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting paid for this month. But yeah, you sit around, and here's how I got this job. Basically, I was actually I was going to become a paramedic, but I didn't because I kind of failed the exam by just a little bit. I have an excuse for it, and it's not my fault, but yeah, I failed the exam, so basically I couldn't become a paramedic, and that's why I had to stay there until I would get my next job. Because this thing is something called community service. Everyone here in my country has to do it, or every male in my country has to do it. So I'm there. I have to actually wait there until I get my next job, so that the months get counted on, which you're not going to. So I'm gonna have to start my 9 months all over again. Anyway, which sucks really much, but I still have to be there. So I'm like bored, you know. Sometimes I try to sleep, and there's just really uncomfortable chairs. So when you wake up, you'll have like you'll like have an aching in the neck or whatever, and it will hurt. And I'll sleep in like 15-minute intervals and everything. And there's another story I have about sleeping, but that's also for another time. So basically, I'll sleep there. I'm glad no one's listening because, yeah, people are like, Ferazel, you sleep at work? How could you do this? That would be bad, but yeah. So basically, I get there, nothing to do, and I'll be tired because I was like up late the morning before, because why not? And I'll get there and I'll sit down in the chair and I was like, okay, I'm at work. I like sleep a little bit, and I'll try to. I mean, I found it a more comfortable chair now, which is nice. But basically, what I do is from 7:30 to like 9 a.m. I'll sleep, and it'd be like sleep until like 15 to 30-minute intervals, and then I'll wake up from something. You know, the TV will be on in the background or something. There's also people coming in and out, and they don't care because some of these paramedics sleep themselves while they're waiting. They're like have like their waiting time and they're just sleep because, you know, they're tired. They're working hard. I'm obviously working very hard, so I need my sleep. So I'll be sleeping until like 9. Today I slept a little longer. So basically, I'll sleep or I'll watch TV, you know, or go on the computer. But there's not much I can do on the computer because literally the only thing on the computer is the Firefox web browser, and that's about it. I'm not gonna be like on Twitter the whole time. There's not much you can do. I mean, I could watch YouTube videos, but I'm the kind of guy, when I watch a YouTube video, I don't want people standing behind me watching me watch a YouTube video, you know? That's the thing. So I would watch YouTube videos or whatever, but I don't like it because there's other people in the room. I wouldn't watch without headphones either, all that kind of stuff. But there you go. So I can't just sit there forever watching YouTube videos. I also can't do whatever I want on the computer, I guess. I can check Twitter, I can check my email, and I don't know, I can surf the internet, I guess. But that's about it. And then there's TV. Well, TV is okay to watch, but I'm not really a TV guy. So it's basically a really boring job. And so that's what happens. And then at 11:30, I'll have my lunch break. So I'm working from like 7:30. Oh, working. I call it work, but you know, it's not really work. So I'm 7:30 till 11:30. That's 4 hours doing basically nothing but sleep and watch TV. So then I got my lunch break. So I get to go out of that. I actually get to leave the building, which is nice. I have to check out in my boss, like, ich mache jetzt meine Mittagspause, which means I'm doing my lunch break, and then I do that, and then I get like 45 minutes lunch break. So I get it, I walk out, you know, go to a little restaurant or something, spend money I don't have, and get myself a nice healthy meal, which is nice. And I'm like walking out, I'm like, oh, cold, because, you know, first of all, I don't recall seeing any heaters in that room, and secondly, I'm like not moving, you know, and I could move around, but there's also lots of people in the room, so I don't want to be like, all right, guys, watch me do these push-ups and these squats and the jumping jacks, guys. And it's just awkward. So like it's hard. And then I'll be like all curled up in my chair, you know, shivering a little bit. I got my jacket on, watching TV or trying to sleep. I had a weird dream today, but that's also I might do dream stories someday, but not right now. So I'll be like shivering and it's cold, and yeah, then I'll get my lunch break, and I'll eat something nice. And this restaurant that I usually go to, it's like a really healthy restaurant. It's like organic foods and everything, and they'll have like lunch meals and everything. But the thing is, they feel like the meals feel really neutral. Like they don't put like spices in them. It's missing some kind of oomph, you know. And that's kind of always disappointing. But at the same time, it is yummy. Which is interesting. So I'll go back to work. I'll check in with my boss, like bin vidala, which means I'm back again. And then basically what I do is I'll just sit down, get out old Nintendo DS, stick in the Pokemon Leaf Green, and sit there for 2 hours, you know, watching TV and playing Pokemon at the same time. So are you guys jealous of my job? Maybe. Does it suck as a job? It kind of does, and I don't think I'm getting paid for it for this month. But you know, I actually just received a letter. Or a thing where I can pick up a letter tomorrow. That's probably me telling me that I'm done with the job, which is finally fantastic, so I can get a real job and get paid and everything. But yeah, that lunch break is like the highlight of my day because I actually get to move. But there we go. At like 2 o'clock, after 2 hours, I go home. You know, I get to go home, and that's awesome. So that's pretty much it. That's the day at work with the Ferazel, which is it's a very interesting job. Well, it's not very interesting, but it's a very unique job, you could say. It kind of sucks popsicles, but there we go, and it's cool. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this awesome description of my job. I have some cool job stories too for the future, but yeah, this is for the future. So I'll see you guys next time, guys. I'm gonna enjoy my day at work tomorrow. Bye bye.